morning. Before we start the video, I need to make just a little bit of an explanation. We shot the clips for this video on 2 different days. We weren't planning on doing that, but I just need to give you an explanation to help you understand as you see things. See, the order of the clips that you will see occurs along our travel route as they came up. Now, you will notice, however, that some of the clips are on a bright sunshiny day like this one, and other clips are going to be overcast and snowy, and things will be obscured. That happened on the first day. We came up on the first afternoon, woke up the next morning to snow. It was supposed to be partly sunny. We never saw the sun. It was dreary and snowy all the way. So here's a clue for you to know which are which. Remember, the order that you'll see things is the order that things occurred along the highways. But when you see me in a red shirt, you will know that it's the bright sunshiny day, which actually is 2 days from the day that we stayed here. So enjoy the video. Good morning and welcome to Trail Grazers, where today we are starting a road trip. I'm so excited. We've waited a long time for this. And we get to try out some of the things that we have been working on, so I'm excited about that. So where are we going? Well, we're going to be going to Marble Canyon. It is in Arizona. It is on the Navajo Indian Reservation. And here's how we get there. We go to the end of our road, and then instead of turning left like we would be if we were going to Zion, we're going to turn right and on our highway as if we were going to Lake Powell. But when we intersect 89A, that then would take us onto Kanab and onto Lake Powell, if we turned left, we are going to turn right on 89A, heading south, up a mountain, and then at the top of that mountain is Jacob Lake, and that is where we will be spending our night tonight. Now, we have had 3 or 4 days of drizzly rain, which is highly unusual. We don't usually get that kind of rain, but today it is foggy. We've waited to see if it will burn off, but so far it has not burned off, and it right now is 10:30. And so we're wanting to get on the road. We still have a few more things to do, but I will be checking in with you as we drive when there are things to see if the fog lifts. And then once we get up to Jacob Lake, we'll check out our room to see what accommodation it has in terms of a little refrigerator or a microwave, so we can make some choices about what we want to bring in from the car. Now, one thing I wanted to just show you is we got another hint from someone in our video where we talked about our upgraded kitchen box. Someone said, I carry ours in a little rolling suitcase because then it is not obvious what it is. It just looks like we're carrying a suitcase into the hotel. I loved that idea. So I thought that was brilliant. So we're doing it. So we're going to finish getting ready and we will come back when we are on the road. We are on our way finally. So here's Jim at the wheel.
Hi, how's it going?
That little bright green thing that is hanging from our mirror is our break out of the truck apparatus. It will crack a window and cut a seat belt. Not too far down the road from us is a store where we can stop and have our lunch. We're a little bit later in getting away when we realized we can't check in until later in the afternoon than we thought. So we decided to do some things around the house before we left. So we're going to stop at that little store and have our lunch there. So we are here at this little lunch area for this market. We just bought a big tank of gas, so I don't feel so bad about taking up a little bit of space here in their lunch area so that we can have our lunch. So let me show you what we've got. So here we are. I've poured some into my little cup. Here's Jim's right here. And you can see the potatoes and the sausage, and just at the last minute you stir in a little bit of fresh spinach. That's what this is, and it is yummy, yummy, yummy. This is the road ahead, and you can see the mountains are still covered with the fog, but off to the west it's quite a bit more clear. So we're in the little Arizona town of Fredonia. If we turn left, we go into Kanab. If we turn right, We are headed up the mountain to Jacob Lake Inn, where we'll be staying this evening. We just passed a sign that said 7,000 feet, so we are climbing. Getting into some snow here. I just told Jim these actually look like snow clouds to me. This is the official grand staircase. That is a series of 5 cliffs. And this is the most comprehensive view that I've ever been able to find. The 5 cliffs start at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. And some people have compared the Grand Canyon, the Grand Staircase, to a cake, a layer cake. And the chocolate cliffs of the north rim of the Grand Canyon are the bottom layer of the cake. Then what you see ahead of us there is the Vermillion Cliffs. And we're going to be driving right along beside those Vermillion Cliffs, more toward this side than where we were just a moment ago. After the Vermillion Cliffs come the White Cliffs. And the White Cliffs are Zion National Park. Now, when you're in Zion National Park, they don't look too white, but they are white-ish. Then are the Gray Cliffs, and then the Pink Cliffs of Bryce Canyon. And you can see Bryce, barely, those pink rocks at the very top of that faraway hill. Now, this is a magnificent view. I wish you were right here to see it. But we're going to be driving right along the Vermillion Cliffs, getting to Marble Canyon. So we'll be up close and personal to the Vermillion Cliffs in just a little bit. Well, here we are, this cute little inn. I've always wanted to stay here. It's a little nippy outside, but the parking lot is virtually empty. So we will be one of the few guests that they have for the evening, but maybe more people will come. Well, we cannot check in until 45 minutes from now. So we're just going to sit here. Here's a nice fire and some chairs. There's lots of Native American art and pottery here. So we are finally in our room. We had to wait almost 45 minutes. I think we're the only ones at the hotel. We're looking out our window. There's our truck, my truck. But I do let Jim drive it once in a while. Here is our room, and we don't travel light. With doing these videos, we have to bring a lot of extra equipment with us, and that's just fine. But the room is cozy, it's very clean, it's nice. I like the bedspread on the bed, it's nice too. Here's a leather couch with Jim's stuff powered on. We are already set up with our computers over there. Hi, Jim.
Hi, how you doing, everybody?
So we always take our computers. Jim has his iPad and his computer set up, but I just have my one computer. But how nice to have a little table with 2 chairs. That's just great. There is obviously no refrigerator, no microwave, no coffee maker, no nothing. And so we will certainly be fixing our own dinner meal in here. We're not even sure if the restaurant is open in the main part, but we don't care anyway because we're going to eat here. But there's our little refrigerator, and we have it plugged in. The box with the blue lid is our Bluetti. We don't have it even working yet, but we will when we get our little oven. There's our little oven right down there. So we're still a couple of hours away from dinner, so we will come back, and I will have our new kitchen suitcase laid out open on the bed, and then we'll kind of go through what the changes are. And so we will be back at dinner time. This was pink polka dot on the inside. Pink polka dot is just not me, but it is what it is, so we're using it. In any case, I've got 3 little packing cubes, 1, 2, and then there's another one in here. And this has really helped me organize things so that I have like things together. The big one is right in this section. and I can just pull it right out of the suitcase, close the suitcase back up, and then I just have this to deal with, and I can put that over here on the table. Now what I have in this one is almost everything that I would need for a meal. So I have paper plates, and Jim just got me these measuring cups and measuring spoons. He thought those would be a good addition, and they are. So paper plates, my styrofoam cups, silverware, dishcloth, all of that sort of thing. Then in this one, I have my cleaning things when I need to clean up with dishes, or this is my Steramine and anything that I need to get clean. This is my little tea kettle that we borrowed from the trailer. And so now I'm going to show you how we're going to get ready for dinner. So I have our little foil packets. I just barely put them in, and we turned this on. This is now plugged into the Bluetti, but this has Hasselback potatoes, steak bites, and then some onions and mushrooms. And it will take at least an hour for it to heat. So it's going, and the refrigerator still has some food in it for the rest of our meals. It has salad for tonight, and then lunch for tomorrow, and a few things. So we are good to go. And this is just going to sit on the metal top of the refrigerator, so it's really nice. And so that's all there is to it. Well, as you can see behind me, we are getting snow. We woke up to about a couple of inches this morning. We slept well, but we're not a bit hungry. We're anxious to get on the road. So no hot chocolate, no breakfast, and we're fine. We often wake up and are not hungry and skip breakfast. So we are about 15 minutes from Jacobs Lake, and look how much the landscape has changed. So we're going to pan a little bit in this direction past our truck and come over and look at the desert floor. So you will see a road way down there. That will be our road in just a little while. And if we keep following that road and it goes way on over to the right, we would be in Flagstaff. And that's all of the Navajo Indian Reservation right there. Now what you see, the red cliffs, are the Vermillion Cliffs. And that is the second story in the grand staircase. So these cliffs, this series of cliffs runs east to west, and we are now looking north. So if we were giant people wanting to just climb this giant staircase, we would come from the oldest of all of the rocks, which is the north rim of the Grand Canyon, the Chocolate Cliffs. This is the second layer, the Vermillion Cliffs, then the White Cliffs, which are Zion National Park, then the Gray Cliffs, and last of all, the Pink Cliffs of Bryce Canyon. And each successive layer is younger than the one below it. And the elevation rises, I'm not sure, I know that it's about 9,000 feet at Bryce, and I'm not sure what elevation we are right now. Do you know, Jim?
Probably around 6,000.
Yeah. Anyway, it rises in elevation as these east to west trending cliffs move from the south to the north. So we're headed down there to that road. We have other exciting things to see.
There you go.
So there we are, Vermillion Cliffs National Monument, which means as we drive these miles and miles and miles that we're going to go, these beautiful Vermillion Cliffs are going to be right to our left. Okay. So here we are at a place called Cliff Dwellers, and it is right at the base of the Vermillion Cliffs. So we're going to turn the camera around and show you some really unusual things. So there are the cliffs, and you can see all of these boulders that have washed down, fallen down from the cliffs, and they've been made into these little dwellings. I guess hence Cliff Dwellers.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe so.
I'm not too familiar with the anthropology here.
Well, they have vandalized all of the information boards to where you can't even read them anymore. So I am not sure if these are authentic or touristy things. In any case, they look pretty real. But some amazing boulders. There's a Navajo woman who has set up her table over there with all kinds of handmade stuff. I'm going to go over here into this little one. Just take a peek inside.
I'll go around the backside to see what's there,
Okay.
what's interesting.
So it's going to be dark in here. Oh, there. So looks like pack rat stuff, although maybe it's staged, who knows. A little ledge that you could sleep on. Some windows.
Do I hear somebody in there?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm on this far side.
I can't see you.
Well, I'll come and peep at you.
So there's a...
Are you there? Oh, I can see you.
Oh,
Hi,
there's
how are
Jim.
you? I'm peeping at you.
Peeping. You're peeping in?
Yeah,
A peeping Jim.
yeah.
Okay. So we're just right here at the base of the cliffs. It's pretty impressive. But I would not want to put a house anywhere right here, because look at the size of that boulder. My gosh, humongous.
Take out a 3,000 square foot house in no time.
So we're getting very close to Marble Canyon. There's another big one right there. So we're going to head back down the road to Marble Canyon, and if we can find a picnic table, we will have our lunch there. So we'll see you there. So here we are at Marble Canyon. Here's the visitor center. And here's Jim.
I'm backing out of the way so you can
So I
get a
can see
picture
the
of the
visitor
visitor center. Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just kind of a...
So here we are at Marble Canyon. Marble Canyon is not this huge canyon like Zion Canyon is. It is a place along the Colorado River where there are two bridges that cross over. One is a walking bridge, which is long time ago was the only driving bridge, but now they have a much more modern driving bridge that we'll be going across in just a little bit. So we're going to go out on the walking bridge and we will see the Colorado River, and it has carved the canyon called Marble Canyon right here, and not too far downstream.
Well, you don't want to cut my head off,
I don't
do
want
you?
to cut your head off.
See how bloody it'll be.
Not too far downstream from right here is the Grand Canyon. And so a lot of people call this the start of the Grand Canyon. You'll be able to see that as we go. So we're going to head over there right now, and we'll just take a really good look at the Colorado River as it has carved out Marble Canyon. So here is an interesting sign, entering Navajo Reservation. So once we step foot on the bridge, we are on the Navajo Reservation. So here we go. This is a very important sign. Jim, did you read this? You can't jump off the bridge.
I was just going to get wet. I'm so...
Okay, this is called the Navajo Bridge. And this is the old bridge, which is now the walking bridge. And there is the driving bridge, which we'll be on in a little while. And there behind us is pretty much the last of the Vermillion Cliffs. So we're going to go over to this side where we have a better view of the canyon itself. So there is Marble Canyon. We have to walk a little ways to see the river. Okay, there is the river, Colorado River. The water that you see has come through Glen Canyon Dam. So we're about an hour away, would you say, from Lake Powell?
Something like that.
Yeah, so we're gonna, when we're done here, we'll swing around and drive on to Lake Powell and take a look at it. We haven't seen it for several months, and we understand it's come up quite a ways, so that will be good for us to see. We saw it the other day, but we couldn't really see it very well.
Too many clouds.
Yeah.
Too much rain.
So there it is. So this is Marble Canyon. We'll go over to the other side. Who is that handsome man?
I have no idea. Don't ask me.
But there behind us are the Vermillion Cliffs again. So this is a pretty good shot. You can see both bridges. We're kind of standing right here in the middle. We can't see the river, but we can sure see the two arch bridges. Just amazing engineering. Well, we found this cute little table. I think it's a cable spool, one of those great big wooden cable spools.
That's what it looks like.
Very nice way to repurpose something into these picnic tables.
The bottom's cut off.
Yeah. So I have some hot chocolate. Would you care for some, Jim?
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
Just a little chilly.
Yeah,
Not too
still.
bad. Ooh, still steamy hot. That's
I'm
great.
sure. Did we bring any lemon juice for our avocado?
It's swimming in apple. It's swimming in lemon juice.
Lemon juice, okay.
So here are our salads. These are shrimp salad. I'm not shrimp. Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. So we've got salmon and avocado and some dressing, some crackers, and then just kind of a little Italian green salad. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy our lunch, and we'll come back as soon as we're ready to get on the road again.
Yeah.
We're all finished with lunch, cleaned up in the truck and ready to roll. So next stop will be Lake Powell. I just want to say one word about lunch. It was so nice to be able to fix those salads this morning with some of our home canned salmon. It just went together so fast and it was really good. Did you like it, Jim?
Yes, I did very much.
Okay, so we're on the road and we will see you in about an hour or so when we get to Lake Powell. We are coming up on the dam. There it is right over there. And we will be crossing over the Colorado once again. And we will be able to see the dam as we are crossing the bridge. All right, here's the bridge. And there's Lake Powell and the dam. There is a view area a few miles up this road, and we'll stop there, get a more overall view.
Okay, this is the view of Lake Powell, and it's risen according to Pam's sister and her husband, who have a boat down here. It's risen about 50 to 60 feet. And what we're looking at right now is one of the marinas that the lake has. And let's see if we can get a better shot of it. There it is, much better. And again, it's risen so much. And when we were here last, we could not see over the bank. There was a huge bank that was there directly in back of the back row of boats. And again, it looks like it's done a fabulous job coming up from the release of rain and snow from last year. so it looks fantastic, and giving you as much of a picture of the lake as possible.
So here we are at Lake Powell at the end of our journey. We now have a 2-hour drive to get home. So it's been quite an adventure for us that we repeated part of it twice. So it's been double the fun for us. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you out there again very soon on the trail.